Hello and welcome back to the channel for this state championship playoff final. We play Nautico away in the first leg, home in the second leg. We've also made the final of the regional leagues as well against Confianca, but those games have the Baja game, the Mineiro game and the Santos game sandwiched in between, so I'm not sure what the plan is there. Since the cup game, we beat Set de Set 8-0, we beat JUA 1-0, Botafogo we beat 4-0, Sampao we drew 0-0 with in a really weird result. We then beat AAA in the Northeast Regional quarter-final 2-0. We beat Sal in the State Championship Playoff semi-final 5-0, and then we recently beat Fortaleza 3-0 in the Northeast Regional semi-final. So that sets up two finals here early on. Not sure what it's going to look like in the coming episodes with how we're going to do this cup final and then the league games, but it's the first main thing. We beat Nautico earlier on in the season. We beat them 2-0. Two second half goals, a Sabino penalty and Rodrigo getting the second. So we're going to get into these two full length games, hopefully, where we can go out and win our first trophy to save. No matter how minor it is, it's still a trophy. We've still gone out and we've still done a job, only dropping 2 points thus far in the competition. So team for the first leg is Salo in goal, Hernandez, Sabino, Rafael Tahir and Ezekiel across the back four. Watson sits in front of them. It's MT and Caceres in the centre of midfield. Everton Felipe on the left, Thiago Lopez on the right, Rodrigo playing up front. We're going to get straight into this. Hopefully we can take a first leg lead back to our place. And really I want to get the job done today, all being well. Maybe rest a few more players for the second leg. So let's get into it. It's Nautico versus Montesport de Recife, State Championship, leg number 1. As the teams line up and we are underway here in this game. Realised that the skin is wrong for this game. We'll change it back for the second game. It obviously used two different skins for the saves. Jean Carlos with the ball in and a header hits the bar and goes out for a goal kick. First real chance of the game going to Nautico. Did wonder when I was looking, I thought this looks slightly different. I had forgot to change the skin back, as Lucas Perry now fires that ball up. It's a long kick and Rafael Tahir can bring it down very comfortably. You notice that we've put a few lone players in for this game. We've gone a little bit stronger. Rodrigo though, he's through, driven wide. Everton Felipe now gets across in, empties out at the far post, flag stays down, empty with his 4th goal of the season. Great cross from Everton Felipe, back on his right foot, just clipped it towards the far post, and MT side foots home. 1-0, 24 minutes on the clock, our first real chance. Thought Rodrigo was going to get the shot away there. He was forced a little bit wide. Everton Felipe just clipped it in over the defender. That's a lovely little finish from MT. 1-0, 25 minutes on the clock, and we've started okay, I suppose. Nothing great. Good possession of the football, though, 68% possession, as Caceres looks forward for Rodrigo, takes it down under a little bit of pressure. Wellington makes a tackle, but MT picks it up. Rodrigo once again. Everton Felipe switches that ball over to MT, who seemed to love this role in the centre of the pitch. Back to Thiago Lopez, holding off the man, goes down. There's going to be a penalty kick. Chance to make it 2-0 here. 35 minutes on the clock. Sabino took the penalty last time they played. He's going to take it again. Saved, and I think that's like the 3rd penalty we've missed in these, as I call them, these glorified pre-season friendlies. As Jean Carlos now can get down the left-hand side, is he going to be able to get the crossing? He does. He takes a deflection out for a corner kick to Nautico as they look to try and get themselves back into this game. Our XG is 1.63 now with that penalty miss. Really should have doubled our lead there. Something we need to look at is changing the penalty taker to someone who is actually a penalty taker. That's Thiago Lopez now down the right hand side, gets the crossing, MT cuts the ball out, and it goes back to Hernandez now in the left fullback position, crossing, Thiago Lopez is there, hits the post and cleared away. Great chance. I think the flag went up. Yes, it did, so it wouldn't have counted either way. We go in at half time. It's 1-0. Good first half. This isn't an easy rivalry to contest. The players are motivated by that. We're going to give them a little bit of encouragement as well as we open up this second half into Everton. Felipe smashes it in. 2-0. Flag has gone up. Oh, that looked... yes, he is. I wasn't sure initially. The ball fired into a great first touch. Fires it in. Flag went up as the ball at the net. A little bit late once again for my liking, but it will not count. And Ezekiel isn't going to go in the book. I thought he was. As that cross comes in, and Kamatanga has equalised. It's 1-1. The free kick went into the near post. He had time to chest it down and smash it in. Well, take it down with his left foot and then smash it in with the same foot. It's 1-1. It's a poor goal to concede. Clearly onside. And we're going to probably make some changes here. Some of the boys haven't turned in good performances. So Ezekiel is going to come off for Uathan. Rodrigo is going to come off for Kira Stanley, who's scored a couple of goals recently. And we're going to bring Ray Venegas on for Thiago Lopez on the right hand side of midfield. Hopefully we can go out and get a second goal here. We really want to take a lead back to our place, but we're not looking very good at the moment. As we go into the final quarter of the game, I haven't really done a lot in this second half. Draw isn't the end of the world to say bring it back to our place. Don't really want to get our first defeat, even if it is a two-legged tie. We're going to make the final changes. We're going to bring off Everton Felipe for Jadison, and MT is going to come off for Ronaldo Enrique, who I believe last time we were on camera had a really good game. I don't expect him to influence it too much in the final 5 minutes plus stoppage time. As we go into that stoppage time, it's going to be a 1-1 draw here away at Nautico. Not the end of the world, but I'd have liked to have taken a lead into that second leg. It's 1-1. MT getting the goal in 25 minutes. Kamatanga getting the equaliser 10 minutes into the second half. Nautico 1. Munster Sport Recife 1. And the second leg, 3 days time. Let's get straight into it. There'll probably be changes. And let's hopefully pick up the state championship. Second leg, Salo in goal, Sanda, Sabino, Rafael Tejera and Ezekiel across the back, Watson in front of them, Caceres, Pedro Neresi in the centre midfield, Vanegas on the left, Everton Felipe on the right, Rodrigo up front. We need to turn in a better performance than we did last time out. Hopefully we can do just that. Munster Sport Recife versus Nautico, second leg of the state championship as we look to win the state championship. So here we are, leg number 2 after that 1-1 draw, and I've left the skin the same, mainly because I forgot to change it. So this episode will be in the other skin that we use. Everton Felipe balling towards the far post. Sabino's gone down, and Sabino, who missed the penalty last time out, we are going to give it to Ray Venegas this time. So he's going to step up after Sabino missed last time out. Venegas scores, great penalty, fires it into the bottom corner. 1-0, 12 minutes on the clock, great time to take the lead. And it's Munster Sport Recife 1, Nautico 0, Venegas here. You're not stopping that. That is a great penalty. 1-0. And another highlight straight away after it. Watson forced back to Salo in the goal. Sabino now can bring it forward. Infield to Watson. Bit of space for him. Into Neresi. We've created some space in the middle of the park. Looks for Rodrigo. Cut out and smash forward. And Sabino can bring it down and bring it forward. And gives it to Sand on this left hand side. Venegas tries to go infield. It's cut out. But it's won back by Caceres. Venegas yet again goes infield to Watson. Back to Sabino just inside the Nautico half. Now it's Salo. Looks long for Neresi. Nods it down to Rodrigo. Into Everton Felipe quickly. Everton Felipe now pushed out wide. Gets the ball infield to Neresi. Squares it across Rodrigo. Shot blocked and Tavares can get it away. Probably should have done better there, Rodrigo. Felipe puts the ball in and it's headed over the bar. It's another good chance. There's definitely the look of home advantage in some of these games. Nautico were a lot better than this in the first leg at their place, and we look a hell of a lot better playing at home. As Caceres now goes back to Rafael Tejera into Sabino. Everton Felipe now. I'm not sure how much the locations mean anything. As Rodrigo fires it over the bar, I'm not sure how much the locations mean anything here, because obviously Brazil is one of those countries the altitude differences are massive. And it seems to be playing an effect. Everton Felipe puts the ball in, headed away. Ezekiel will come and collect it, fires it back out to Everton Felipe. Good control on his right foot, pulls it back to Watson. Sabino now has to go back to Sanda. They're just standing resolute, all the Nautico defence. We're looking to break them down. Neresi, Caceres tries to play the ball through. He does find Felipe, and it's a good save by Lucas Perry. And it's still 1-0, half an hour on the clock. And Everton Felipe is going to put this corner in towards Rodrigo, who heads in. 8th goal of the season for Rodrigo at the far post. 2-0. Munster Sport Recife have a 2-goal lead now on aggregate as well. 3-1. Felipe's ball in. And it's a good header with 2 men on him from Rodrigo. Big, strong striker. Getting his 8th of the season here in these games is now Caceres picks up the throw in from Sander, gives it back to him, and Sabino can run in field. Switches that out to the right hand side of Neresi. Neresi again towards the ball and pulls it back into his left foot. His ball to Ezekiel is cut out by Jean Carlos, but he works hard to win it back. And Ezekiel and Rafael Tahir play a little 1-2, and it goes back to Tahir. He goes all the way back to Salo. It's a poor ball, so good job he's under no pressure. And that ball out to the left hand side of Vanegas wins the header, but Rodrigo can't get it. And Wellington now in the centre back position fires it forward towards Jean Carlos. Ezekiel, comfortable header, and now Neresi goes square to Caceres, into Vanegas. Sander on the outside of him, runs into the box, squares it across Rodrigo. That is a poor finish. Lucas Perry comfortably can pick that up. As we're into the final 5 minutes of this first half here, we've restricted Nautico to absolutely nothing. Caceres and Everton Felipe are struggling a little bit with fitness. We're probably going to take both of those off. Let's bring Ronaldo Enrique on, and Everton Felipe is going to come off for Thiago Lopez. That came out weird then. Thiago Lopez. Very happy with how things are going. Keep it up, lads. Sometimes they give little things to say which really don't match up to how the game's going. We're 2-0 up, we've dominated, 2.2 XG, we've got the 2 goals, and they want us to say that we're not happy with the performance. That is slightly odd in my opinion. Happy if this game stays quiet. Now for the remaining time, we're going to bring on Fabio Alamo for Rafael Tahir, who's starting to struggle a little bit, and then we are also going to take off Rodrigo, and we're going to bring on Javier Paraguez, who hasn't had much time, played a few games, scored a couple of goals in his time so far. He is a 31-year-old Chilean striker, got 3 in 2 so far, 4 in 3 in all competitions for club. So he's going to get a bit of game time. Obviously, Kieran Stanley has been playing a lot of games early on. As we go into the final 15 minutes, it is going to be the first cup of this save, the state championship, which was one that we said was a winnable trophy in this little pre-season tournament as it is, as Ezekiel has a free kick here just inside the Nautico half. Thiago Lopez infield to Ronaldo Enrique, through for Paraguez, scores. Great finish from him, 6th goal of the season. The 2 substitutes linking up, Ronaldo Enrique and Paraguez linking up to make it 3-0. Icing is on the cake, 4-1 we're going to run out. And there's definitely something in having home ties here, because we look so much better. I don't know whether it's the change to the team or what, but we just look so much better in this home leg, and we're going to run out 3-0 victories. Are we going to get an animation for the state championship? We are. Here come the boys. Who is that at the front? He's a big lad. As they make their way onto the stage to collect the Pernambuco State Championship after a 4-1 victory after Nautico. There it is. Fireworks, the pyro, the tiki-taka confetti. 3-0, 4-1 on aggregate, first trophy of the save. As minor as it is, we have done a job, and we're going to go quickly see if we've got any money from this. Very happy with the performance and how you've played. Everyone is very happy. Always nice to win trophies. Complete performance from the boys. We've obviously got the cup game in the regional league coming up. No money for that. That's slightly annoying. But we're going to play that cup game off camera. We're going to come back for... I think we're just going to play that cup game off camera. I think we're going to play the games in between though for the first 3 games of the season. The Baja game, Atletico Mineiro and Santos as the opening 3 games of the season. And let's see how good we really are after this start. We haven't lost a game. We have drawn 3 games. Conceded 1, 2... 4, 7, 8. Conceded 9 goals in what we're nearly at 4 months of action now. So we're going to play the Northeast Regional Final, probably off camera. We might bring you a few little snippets of the games, but job done. First job done of the save anyway. We've got through the state championship. We've won it. We've won it comfortably. Just as I say, draw 2 games throughout it. 1 in the final, 1 in the game against SDA. And now we've got to concentrate on the league. I know this has been like 5 episodes, but now we can get into the meat of this save, get into the league, and hopefully we can have a good season. Good first season. 30,000, by the way. Getting distracted there in the stadium for that game against Nautico. If you've enjoyed today's episode, if you've enjoyed this prolonged pre-season, like I said, I had no idea about how long this would be when I first started the save. If you enjoyed these first 5 or 6 episodes where we've just blasted through the state and regional leagues, please leave a like on the video, because the serious stuff starts tomorrow. It is the league, and it is probably a tough start. Bahia, Mineiro and Santos, I don't think they're easy games at all. Mineiro are 2nd, Santos are 7th, and Bahia are they're down in 19th at 800 to 1 to win the league. So maybe we have a chance to get something in the opening game. I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, as I was saying, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time, where hopefully we can take this good pre-season form into the league and do a job in our first season.